Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And we are underway from Santa Clara.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground. White again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it first.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They go play action here. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this is caught. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
First and goal at the 1. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Mayfield.
He gets it over the middle to Palmer.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
Now Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. There's Evans again, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Trey Palmer.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level.
And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Here's Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Back to throw, Purdy. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Steps away to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing, Mayfield.
Throw left side, taken in by Palmer.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Seven, our score after one.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5.
To throw, Mayfield. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Mayfield on play action. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Purdy.
And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Mayfield now on 2nd down. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Mayfield down.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. It's White. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mayfield 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Cade Otton there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Kalijah Kancey.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Powering his way forward. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a
leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards.
When you get into the 2nd half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Purdy off the play fake.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Yaya Diaby. He's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Purdy looking to throw.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 12. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact and forcing incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They start the drive with White. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run the draw play. This is White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Palmer.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
They run straight ahead here with White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle to Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. A first down throw for Mayfield.
Otten brings it in over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to the ground game with White.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Now back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Purdy.
Dancing to his left.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
I'm shaking my head a little bit as an ex-DB, but I'm also nodding because any edge you can get as a receiver, you take it. Runs a stutter go there, about 12 yards downfield, then chops his feet like he's breaking off his route. And then he takes off and goes downfield again. Excellent job selling it, and it leads to a big gain.
11 more on that one and another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
This 2nd and 4.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Mayfield on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 1st down, here's White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Opting to run again here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe
They're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act. Isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy.
Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender, If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Right back to use check again. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Purdy to throw.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throwing, Purdy.
He's got it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now a give to the big fullback use check. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.